Welcome, creeps and ghouls, to a reading of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. Once, upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, "tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more."
Distinctly I remember I was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I sought to borrow from my book's success of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name L'Amour, nameless here for evermore.
And the silken, sad and certain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with such fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to the still beating of my heart, I stood repeating to some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, "This is it, and nothing more."
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, or "Madame, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is, I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there and nothing more."
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, during dreams no mortal ever did dream before, but a silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word thus spoken was the whispered word,
"Lenore."
Then I whispered, and the echo murmured back the word,
"Lenore."
merely this and nothing more.
Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard the tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more."
Open here I flung the shutter, when will many flit and flutter, and there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more.
Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and the stern decorum, the countenance it wore, through thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Platonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Much I marvelled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answers little meaning, little relevancy bore, for we cannot help agreeing with no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast above the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such a name as nevermore.
But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if its soul that one word he did outpour. Nothing further that he uttered, not a feather that he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore."
Startled at stillness, broken by reply, so aptly spoken,
Doubtless, said I, what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore.
But the raven still beguiling all my sad souls into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of a bird and bust and door. Then, upon the velvet shrinking, I betook myself to linking fancy upton fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore.
This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expression, till the fowl those fiery eyes now burned in my bosom's core. This more sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining, that the lamplight gloated o'er. But those velvet violet lining, with the lamplight gloating o'er, she shall pass, nevermore.
Then methought the Edgar dancer, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the turfed floor. Wretch, I cried, that thy God hath lent thee by these angels he had sent thee respect and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore.
Said I, thing of evil, prophet still if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell the soul with sorrow laden, if within this distant Aidenn, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels named Lenore. Clasp a rare radiant maiden, whom the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Be that word, or still a parting bird or fiend, I street up darting, get thee back into the tempest and the lake Ptilium sore. They know about premise a token of that life thy soul hath broken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And the raven never fitting, still is sitting, on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, and his eyes have been all seeming of a demon that is dreaming. And the lamplight o' him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out the shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.